What's up, YouTube? This is Dylan from Fitness 101, and I'm going to be bringing you my shoulder routine for strength training. So I start out with a pretty extensive warm-up, 25 reps per movement, and I do a few. So if you want to skip to where I start lifting heavy, skip to about 2 minutes. But I do some non-weighted front raises, and here I am doing my lateral raises here. You can see the foam roller in the back there. Huge proponent of that. I love me some foam rolling. This one here is for your rear delts. So I just get a full warm-up, tons of blood through my shoulder muscles by doing these different variations. And by 25 reps it actually starts to burn quite a lot. So if you're interested in keeping your shoulders nice and healthy, do this stuff. Just doing some arm circles. I find that when I actually get under the bar after this shoulder warm-up, I'm a whole lot more confident in my ability to press a lot of weight, and I don't have that thought in the back of my mind that I might get hurt or I might be lifting too heavy. Just taking 5 minutes to give myself a nice solid warm-up gives me the confidence I need to put up PRs. So I'll just finish up doing these arm circles, and then up next I have these rotator cuff exercises. Now a lot of people don't do these, but I'm trying to really build up the strength in my rotator cuff because I do a lot of heavy benching now that I'm going to be training strength. So I don't want any of that going on me under a max set when I got 2 plates in the bar or something. So I spend a time doing these exercises, a few sets each. So here we are doing some standing overhead press, 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. This is my strength training routine for shoulders. So 105 pounds, a pretty modest weight to be starting off strength training, but as you can see I pump out a fair bit of reps. You see my belt sitting there. I don't use it unless I need it. I always have it on hand in case I start to get an achy lower back, but it's not necessary. And here is my heaviest set. This was the 5th set, and this is 115 pounds. So I'm really trying to work my way up to a tractor tire on each side, but I think that's going to take me probably 6 weeks to get there. So I'm trying to keep it clean. The form isn't perfect, and you can see my anterior pelvic tilt kind of comes out in this exercise. Could be squeezing those glutes a little bit, but just trying to put the weight up as clean as possible, get that full extension at the top, and that'll be that. And after that I went over to the seated dumbbell press. Again, 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps. I gotta be honest with you guys, after overhead press I was pretty bummed. I couldn't put up the usual weight, but I think this strength training is going to make me modest in the sense that it's really taxing. So this is only 50-pound dumbbells, and I believe I get 8 reps here. And I decided to film the 5th set as well. I was actually able to maintain my strength throughout pretty well. So I think I actually get to 8 here, but you can see it's much more of a struggle than the previous set, or the previous 4 sets. But I try and jam my feet into the support there to keep my ass and my lower back as tight to that bench as possible. Alright, I'm getting my lateral and anterior deltoids on this press. And this is the isolation stuff I do. Cable lateral raises, 3 sets of 10 and 12. So this is higher volume stuff for shoulders. I try my best to keep my scapula pinned back, but I haven't done these in a while and my form isn't perfect, as you can see. But I like to throw some higher volume shoulder stuff in there at the end to really burn them out. And here's the right arm. And actually I moved my hand down on that bar because by this time that left shoulder was on fire. So here's the right arm. Again, just keeping the volume high, trying to keep the form tight. You can see my faces. And then we moved over to the machine lateral raise. Again, 3 sets of 10 to 12. For this exercise, I find it's way more of an asset if you don't let the weight stack touch the bottom. So focus your pause at the top of the lift instead of at the bottom. This is a mistake a lot of people make, and I guarantee you'll get way more out of your lateral raises if you invert your rest interval on the working sets. So this is the 5th set here. I'm not even sure what weight I have on there. I think it's 100 pounds. But this brings out the best faces in my repertoire, as you can see. Kind of embarrassing, but I'm killing it. I don't care. I think I actually get above 10 reps on this exercise, but not without some ridiculous faces. And to finish it off, because I know personally mine are weak, rear delt flies, 3 sets of 10 to 14. I have been trying to work on my rear delts because I felt they were lagging, and I have a indefinite fear of developing anterior shoulder rotation, so I keep my shoulders balanced. I don't do any front delts because I find I kill front delts with bench and all that overhead press. So I do focus on the rear delts though. So I did 5 sets of these with only 45 to a minute rest intervals. And I know my form isn't perfect on these, but I'm really just trying to activate those rear delts as much as possible. But anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.